Would you describe your service to God as being out of devotion or as a formality? Well, this could get a little uncomfortable. Devotion is a loyal service that readily sacrifices for its object. Formality, on the other hand, is going through external motions without it really having any real internal meaning. Well, I don't think anyone wants to think that their service for God is just a formality, so being honest here might be a little bit difficult. I think any religion has a danger of this, don't you? Frequently, the way past generations are viewed may end up being the standard or excuse for minimal service on our part. For example, we read about Jesus entering the synagogue on the Sabbath in Mark 1 and verse 21. So the Jews only went to the synagogue once a week on the Sabbath day, right? The Bible mentions Jesus and Paul going to the synagogue on the Sabbath, but nowhere implies that those were the only times Jews went. The Sabbath, however, was the one day when you could expect a large number to be present at the same time during the day. As Ferguson points out, meetings were also held on market days, Monday and Thursday, for reading from the Scriptures. Would you be devoted enough to go on Monday and Thursday too? This once-a-week assumption doesn't really give you a clear glimpse into the personal devotion of a faithful Jew in the first century. The faithful Jew recited the Shema not only in the synagogue, but daily. By the way, the Shema was Deuteronomy 6, 4 through 9, Deuteronomy 11, 3 through 21, and Numbers 15, 36 through 41. It was recited each morning and evening. Prayers were offered 2 or 3 times a day. And keep in mind that these were dedicated prayers and not simply prayers offered over a meal. The blind man in John 9 gives us a wonderful glimpse into the knowledge held by the average Jew in the first century. This man held his ground against the doctors of the law. He knew his stuff and he stuck to his guns. I think we all should ask, is my service to God offered out of devotion or as a formality? Answering that question with honesty might help us see what God really sees when He looks at us. And most importantly, cause us to make changes to our attitude that will make us truly devoted to Him.